morning. It is a little after 7:30 on Monday, December 15th. I made it into the office today. It is 2 degrees outside right now. Very cold. And the roads were not too bad coming in. There were a couple spots that were a little dicey, but the roads were very well cleared by this morning, so that was good. Unlike Saturday where it was a mess. We should not have been out on the road Saturday night. I'm going to go into the office in just a minute or two. Normally I sit in my car and knit for a little bit, but it's so cold and I have a bunch of stuff I need to carry in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get organized and go ahead and go on in. I have 2 gifts, one for my boss. He's retiring next year. We've hired his replacement. So I've got a gift for my boss and for his replacement that I need to carry in. And then I have so much to get done this week, and I need to schedule my last vacation day. I think it's going to be Friday. I need to get that scheduled. So I need to crack on. I need to get stuff done. I will see you after work. We'll do Advents and maybe chit chat a little bit while I do a little knitting and see how the day goes. Monday nights need to be an early night for me because I have to get up a little bit earlier on Tuesdays. So I may or may not do a whole lot. We shall see how the day goes. I will see you after work. I hope you all have a really great day and stay warm. Good evening. It is December 15th, Monday evening. About 20 till 7. I'm going to finish this needle and then I think I'm going to switch to Advents and then head upstairs because I am tired. And if I sit on this couch any longer than I already have, I am going to fall asleep. And I think I'd rather go upstairs and get a quick bath and I keep splitting this stitch. Okay. I think I'd rather go upstairs and be in my pajamas and be in bed. And then if I doze off, I'm in bed. I'd rather do that than doze off on the couch. Today was a rough day with my symptoms. I'm not going to lie. Driving home, I would have thought the roads would have been a little better than they were. The main roads were fine, but the side street that I normally come down to go home, it's a big giant hill and it was not in good shape at all. I was regretting that decision. I was regretting that decision as soon as I pulled onto that street. I was like, what were you thinking? So I had to go about 10 miles an hour down the street to make sure I didn't slip. And it's going to be another cold one tonight. So I'm exhausted and I feel it all up in here. Pressure. Okay, so I am not really any further along than I was when I showed you yesterday. So I won't go over the Cozy Advent Knitter Socks. I'm still very behind. I think I'm up to day 8 and today's day 15. So I'm like 7 days. I'm like a week behind. That's fine. I don't care. It is okay. I will finish when I finish. Let's talk about what I'm wearing. I am wearing the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter. The yarn was purchased from Knit Picks. I believe I started this the fall or winter, like late in the year of 2023, because I was trying. No, it was the first one I was finishing up that year. And then I had to order more yarn for the first one because I didn't like the combination of colors I'd picked. And then, of course, to get the free shipping, put more yarn in your cart. Like, that's a tragedy, right? Sarcasm intended. So I decided to buy yarn for a gray one. I had a brown one and a gray one, or a beigeish brown one, tan one, and a gray one. So I bought the yarn for this, and I cast this on soon after I finished the tan one. And then I had done so much knitting that Christmas of 2023 that I injured my wrist and it never recovered. I had to have surgery in 2024, May of 2024. So yeah. And then I've managed to finish this one. It took a long time after the surgery to get up my speed, but I do think I finished this one in, I think I might have started it in March and I finished it in maybe July or August, September, somewhere around there. I had to take my time with it. Not a very fast knitter anymore, but that's okay. At least I'm not in pain. I'll take it. This cowl, I wore this today. This is the Land of Sweets cowl by Helen Stewart, and it is made using the advent calendar for the fiber seed from last year. The 2024 advent calendar. That was very nice. I've got quite a bit of the yarn left over, and I think I'm going to put that yarn into a blanket. I'm planning, I think it's the habitation throw or whatever, but you start in the corner and you work your increases and then you go down. I think I'm going to just go, I might make it a little bit bigger than a throw, is what I'm saying. We'll see. I bought a cone of gray thread or gray yarn from Knit Picks to like alternate in between all the scrappy yarn I've got. And maybe I'll weigh the cone, and then when I'm about halfway through the cone, I'll start the decreases. That makes sense. Yes. Bookmark that comment so I don't forget it, because I probably will. Okay, I think it's time for Advents, and then it's time to finish cleaning up the kitchen and get ready for bed, because I am zonked. I am absolutely zonked. And I want to listen to my audiobook a little bit. So, all right, let's do that. All right, it's time for Advents. Let's take a look at the Twisted and Spun Advent calendar. We are on day 15. Where is the opening? There it is. That was confusing. Oh, this is a really pretty color. Let me close the box lid. For some reason, I think that helps to see the color better. I don't know why. That is really, really, really pretty. All right. We'll set this aside so we can work on the Clue Advent Calendar, and I'll get that set up here real quick. All right. Oh, okay. Where are we? Day 15. Oh, Miss Scarlet is day 15, remember? Miss Scarlet. We've got all our little peoples. We got all our little people things. I'll have to look. She's probably got a little figure in there for her as well. So let's go to day 15 and read the story. In the billiard room, Peacock is startled by the sound of music coming from elsewhere in the mansion. She leaves the room and wanders the hallways, trying to find the melody's source. Peacock passes Scarlet, who is just coming out of the study. Ah, the beautiful Miss Scarlet. How unlike you to be hiding away by yourself. Scarlet fumes. I had hoped to find something to use against Body, but the man isn't as foolish as I thought. No, he's not, Peacock agrees. Does that mean you've chosen to give in to his demands? No, I don't know, Scarlet sighs. But time is running out. I'm going to the conservatory to hide myself away and consider my options. What about the fearless solicitor Peacock, enemy of lawbreakers everywhere? Peacock laughs and pats Scarlet on the arm. I like you, Scarlet. I'll find a way out of this. I hope you can too. Thank you, darling, but I won't get my hopes up. Then why don't we both take some time to formulate a plan? Given that you've already laid claim to the conservatory, I shall instead spend my time locating the origin of that poorly played music. I hope your visit to the conservatory is productive. All right, so now we need to open this door. We get a card and a figure. This is Solicitor Peacock. All right. We have one card. And remember the dots and the... Oh, this doesn't make any sense. Because the dots are folds and the red scissors is cut. All right, let's take a look at the hint. We are solving for a symbol. There are numbers associated with each cut and fold line. These show the order in which to complete the actions. Make sure to fold on top of those numbers. Okay. Well, let's see if we can figure this out. I'm trying to do this through the camera. That is not working out so well. All right, so we've done the cut for one, and then we need to fold two this way, right? And then three, we fold that way, I believe. And then we have make sure to fold on top of the numbers. No, that's not right. All right, so we have like what looks like the tip of a star. All right. Do we know where that star is? Right here. Right here. So this is day 16. We will open up this one tomorrow. That matches that. Okie doke. That is Advent's done for today. And I will put all this away and head upstairs and get ready for bed. And if I don't see you again tonight, thank you for joining me and hanging out with me. And I hope you join me again tomorrow. Good night, everyone.